The EU Baltic Sea region consists of 85 million inhabitants, 17% of the total EU population, and 8 countries that share common futures and challenges. In a 3 days extensive exchange of views on shaping particular EU policies with regional relevance, the EPP Group debated here in Turku, Finland, important aspects of EU's cooperation with Russia, as well as further developing the EU Baltic strategy and other important topics like industrial policy, innovation for growth and jobs, data protection, and European demography with active aging. Opening the meeting, Joseph Daul, chairman of the EPP Group, said that Turku is the perfect place for the group to hold its study days. Europe needs more Baltic thinking, he said, and it should become our mantra that the only way we can regain growth is through reform. Eija-Riitta Korhola, head of the Finnish delegation of the EPP Group, mentioned that the study days are an opportunity to examine and fine-tune EPP Group policies. The EPP Group, she said, has always stood for prosperity, balanced with environmental responsibility and staying true to a reward for effort society. Jyrki Katainen, Prime Minister of Finland, underlined the important role of the EPP in the region.
EPP can do a lot. I know that there are lots of active members of parliament who are interested in about, for instance, Baltic Sea region, how it could be even more competitive, what to do for the environmental issues around the sea, and also the eastern dimension is also very important because we should integrate Russia or give them opportunity to integrate to the European market. So therefore, EPP's role is very crucial because when looking at the economic growth, we also need closer and better cooperation with all the growing markets, not only in remote countries, but also in our neighboring areas like in Russia.
The Finnish Minister for European Affairs and Trade and former EPP Group member Alexander Stubb, talking on the EU relations with Russia, stressed that they have to be pragmatic, as Finnish experience clearly shows. On the Baltic Sea strategy, Alexander Stubb praised the contribution of the European Parliament, saying that this institution was the starting point for this regional strategy. Talking on the future of the region, he added,
I think there are two wonderful things that we should do, or companies should do. One is to be part of the initiative that you have put forward together with some colleagues on the Baltic Sea Action Group, or BSAG, where companies can give a direct contribution to save the Baltic Sea. And the second one is probably the John Nurminen Foundation, which does a lot of good work in the Baltic Sea region. And we've of course seen a lot of good work in reducing phosphates and also a lot of good work in water refinement systems in Russia. So there's a new vibe. When I was a kid, I used to see the bottom of the Baltic Sea. Now I don't see it much, but it's getting a lot better.
Gunnar Hökmark, EPP Group Vice Chairman, responsible for neighbourhood policy and Euronest, said that looking to the Baltic region, we can note a very important thing.
Thanks to reforms, this region is one of the most competitive regions in the world. Important to see, important to understand, because that underlines that if you do the reforms, if you implement structural reforms, then you will also get the growth, and then you will also have the opportunity to create stable public finances. And I think this is a thing that is important because this means that we can better cope with other parts of the world. It means that we can also see clearer what should Europe do in general in order to get out of the crisis. I don't believe we can borrow ourselves out of the crisis. We need to structural reforms.
At their study days in Turku, Finland, a city much affected by the problems facing the region, the EPP Group has hosted a high-level debate on what lessons can be learned from the past and put to good use to improve territorial and social convergence and growth in the region. For more on this topic, please visit our website eppgroup.eu. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.